I know in the current climate of things, playing, featuring, and talking about a Fender guitar is kind of a picky subject because of all of this going on. But I practiced this song like a month ago, and I needed to release a video because I haven't posted a video in over a month, and that's why this is the video that we're doing. Sorry if it's touched someone's nerve, but here it is. Okay, back to the video. So either you're a very observant person or you're just bored, so you were looking around what's going in the background of my videos every now and then. You might have seen this Stratocaster feature every now and then and thought to yourself, that's kind of a weird color for a Strat, and yeah, I tend to agree. I feel like usually you associate Strats to a black one because, you know, Blackie and John Mayer, or maybe an Olympic white because Jeff Beck or Jimi Hendrix, a vintage Sunburst if you're more of a Stevie Ray Vaughan kind of guy, and maybe Fiesta Red because you're that ancient. But a gold Stratocaster? Weird choice. The story basically goes back to my live playing days, which is pretty much 100% churches, and during those times I was very into guitar, very into church, and I was looking around artists that could inspire me, and I stumbled upon this person. The story of Lincoln Brewster kind of grabbed me a lot at that time. You know, the whole, he was a upcoming guitar prodigy that kind of left the scene and then just went to church and do all that stuff, kind of grabbed me a lot. And also the song Today's the Day was kind of hot back then, so it was all over churches as a hot CCM. And that was my initial contact and realization that there was a gold Stratocaster in existence, but, you know, it left me an impression, but over time I kind of forgot about it. And then time went on, and well, the COVID lockdowns happened, and with that, lots of time, kind of nothing to do, home at all times, so going around searching videos, and that's when I realized that Lincoln Brewster had a signature guitar released. And because this was around lockdown, I had a bit of saving left around, and I thought to myself, hey, maybe when the lockdown levels go out, I can probably ask my local dealer for a quote, and that's what I did. I asked my local dealers for a quote, thinking about a budget in mind, but when I asked, it was quite over my budget. I expected something around 4,000 maybe max, but the quote I got was well over that. So I pretty much gave up on the idea of getting the signature Strat, but at this point I was so hell-bent on getting an Aztec Gold Stratocaster because it was pinned on the back of my mind that I wanted one. So I went around Reverb, I went around eBay, I looked into how difficult it is to get a guitar shipped into New Zealand, because it can be, depending on the price. And one day on Trade Me, which is pretty much the New Zealand equivalent of a Craigslist, I found this guitar. This is a 50th anniversary Mexican Stratocaster, Aztec Gold obviously. It originally comes with an anodized gold pickup, but obviously the first thing that I had to do was change it to a white one. And in the beginning of this year, when I thought I needed to get back on that regular practice cycle again, one of the songs that came up to my mind was the Today's the Day solo, because I knew that song, but I never actually practiced that song solo. So another 30 minutes and another 30 days. Off we go. So that was finally the first practice of 2026 done, and initially I had the idea of trying to learn 100% by ear, but for the first week I had no idea what was going on, so I had to go into looking into Lincoln Brewster's super old tutorial video, which helped a lot, but that song has some weird stuff going on. And again, if you were a very observant person, you might have noticed something little different in one of those clips. It was all fast forward, so it's hard to catch, but something different was played on one of them. And that is, it's this guitar. And you might think, hey, isn't that just the same guitar? But actually, the actual Lincoln Brewster Stratocaster. Again, I found this on Trade Me for a really good deal. I super thank the previous two owners who had this, because they literally took the brunt of the cost of this guitar, and I got it for a price that's around a standard American Stratocaster pretty much, or a little bit cheaper. So I am so glad that I was able to finally get one of my dream guitars. But the final bit was played on my old guitar and not this one, because I wanted to make this video a little bit of final ode to the old guitar that I will probably be moving on, because again, I found the real one. If you watched this far into the video, thanks so much. I hope your guitar journey is going to be as fun and fruitful as mine, and don't forget, later is better than never. Bye bye.